Well, hello everybody. I've got an interesting project I'm tackling here. This is a fireplace, and when it was built, they'd sprayed lacquer or shellac, something on it. And over the years, it's yellowed and browned out. Hopefully the camera's picking it up how bad it is. So I'm going from that to this. You can see how much brighter everything is. And the way I've elected to do that was to sandblast it over a chemical strip or something like that. So to begin the review, I picked up one of these Central Pneumatic Spot Blaster kit. I think they call it a portable kit. This is item number 37025. They retail for about $29.99, I believe. And I picked up 50 pounds of media from Tractor Supply. I'll show that in a moment. Straight out of the box, the hose was kinked where they put it in the box and had the hose wrapped around here. I just cut off that much hose. It was going to restrict the media flow. I'll show how it's set up, my setup. It's been working great. When this hose goes back on, there's a bleed hole right here. Make sure you do not cover that up. Aside from that, you need to put on whatever air fitting you want to use that does not come with it and stick this hose right on here. Now you can see I've got an inline filter here. I've got another one. I'll show that momentarily. I am standing on, this sits on the floor actually down here, and I'm getting about 8.5 feet and nice flow of media. It's dry, never have any problems. I filled the hopper up about 25 pounds, and when you get down so low you do have to shake it because it kind of goes down and creates a void right here. Some people complain about them not feeding the media. I have no trouble with it. It's just working great. All right, it does make a mess. You can see how much is down here. This is coal slag, so it's extremely dusty. There's a black cloud in here with me. I'm actually standing in a makeshift blast booth. What I've done was opened up this window and put a fan here, run it on low. Front door is cracked to draw a breeze through, blowing it out through this sunroom and out the back. You definitely need to use the right respirator for something like this. You don't want to get this in your lungs. It's not silica, it's coal slag, so I guess instead of silicosis you might get the black lung. Alright, here's a quick shot of my cobbled together blast booth. A couple poles, some plastic sheeting. Laid heavier visqueen down there and kind of made a trough, so to speak, so we can collect the media after I use it up. Just whatever we could do to make a makeshift booth. Just for reference, here's the media that I'm using. It's Black Diamond brand Abrasive products, and this is a coal slag, like I'd said. This is the fine. I picked this up from Tractor Supply for $8.99 plus tax. So far, I've used about half the 50-pound bag. All right, this is the power source I'm running the gun with. It's an older Porter Cable 25-gallon belt-driven air compressor. I've got the regulator set at 100 pounds. I'm leaving the compressor, and I'm running up to this filter here to catch moisture and oil, and then getting a clean supply of line all the way to the gun with a secondary filter. So far, with my limited usage on it, this compressor is keeping up with the gun, no problem. This one puts out 6.8 CFMs at 90. I'll give the specs on the gun momentarily. All right, well, they're claiming 3.5 CFM at 50 PSI minimum. Like I said, I'm running mine at 100 PSI to the gun. It's been performing flawlessly for about the 30-40 minutes I've been using it. It's taking this stuff off very rapidly. Now, most people would buy this to do rust removal, things like that. Not my application. Look elsewhere if that's what you guys really want to see. The biggest thing with any kind of sandblasting equipment is high volume of air, and a lot of it. This compressor seems to be doing just fine, but don't expect to get a little pancake compressor and run something like this. You're going to be waiting for that compressor to build up, and it will drive you nuts. The second thing is zero moisture. That's when you start getting clogs and things, mainly with sandblasting, is when moisture gets in your airline, and then you start clogging up your nozzles and things like that. It did only come with one ceramic nozzle here. They list on their website in a PDF file that they do have replacements, but they're not on the site, and they're not on in the store. So getting a replacement, you may have to call them and order it. Who knows? But for my application, this thing is working awesome. Make sure you're wearing the right respirator. Make sure you have a full hood on, including goggles or safety glasses beyond that, because this stuff will find its way into anything it can. It's so fine. Just kind of a quick review on this. Seems to be working great for me, especially for the money. Thanks for watching, guys, and good luck. Well, all right, guys, there's a before and after. It's unbelievable how much better this looks. It's working great. What I will say, it probably took me about 20 to 30 minutes to complete this section down to the top of the fireplace. Once it gets a little low, you do have to shake it, probably about a quarter of its capacity. It'll start sloping off down to where it picks it up, so you do have to agitate it. No big deal. I did, after about that much continuous use, start to get a little bit of water in my line. It's just the best setup I have that I can be mobile with. I'm going to go ahead and blow the tank on my compressor. It was running almost continuously for that time. It would catch up occasionally if I took a short stop. But I'll work my compressor a little bit slower. Other than that, it works straight out of the box. I'm completely pleased with it. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and good luck.